Hello everybody, welcome again to our Shabbat song service. As every Friday, early in the afternoon, we get together before we get together later on for our Shabbat services. It's good to be together, it's good to be part of our circle of prayer, to put it together, to sing, to pray as a community. We always start with a song that talks about the two angels that come to be with us, especially on Shabbat. Each one of us gets two angels. We welcome those angels, we ask them for a blessing, and then we send them away in peace. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Yasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Bochem Leshalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Bachuni Leshalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedchem Leshalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu. And we continue with a song, a prayer in which we say, may every day be like Shabbat, may every day be like the holidays, may every day be a day of peace. Shabbos, Shabbos, soll sein, Shabbos, 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 soll sein, Shabbos. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Yontev, Yontev, soll sein, Yontev, 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 soll sein, Yontev. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Sholem, Sholem, soll sein, Sholem, 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 soll sein, Sholem. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. It is always important to care for those around us, to bring them peace, to bring them hope, to bring them a sense of company that they're not alone. So much more in these days, when everybody is feeling the effects of the pandemic on our lives. We wish it to go away, but it's still here. Now it's not only more important than ever to try to be together, it is also more difficult than any other time, because we cannot be physically together as we're used to. But we have to find ways to bring peace to each other, to bring peace to all those who live with us in our community, to bring peace to all those who work in our community for our benefit, to take care of us. A beautiful word here, a nice gesture there, a smile. A smile as that, even as one of the prayers that we say every Tuesday says, a smile that cannot be seen behind our mask. But we can make sure that that smile is reflected in our eyes, in our behavior. Let us bring peace to each other. Hevenu shalom alechem. We bring peace to you. That's what the psalm says. Hevenu shalom alechem. Hevenu shalom alechem. Hevenu shalom alechem. Hevenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. Hevenu shalom alechem. Hevenu shalom alechem. Hevenu shalom alechem. Hevenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. And once we bring peace to each other, we can rejoice. Let us come together and rejoice. Hava Nagila. Let us rejoice. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila v'nismecha. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila v'nismecha. Hava Neranena, Hava Neranena, Hava Neranena v'nismecha. Hava Neranena, Hava Neranena, Hava Neranena v'nismecha. Uru achim, uru achim belev sameach, uru achim belev sameach, uru achim belev sameach, uru achim belev sameach, uru achim belev sameach. And it's good to be together, isn't it? To be part of our big circle of prayer, to come together, it is good. And so from one of the Psalms we say exactly that. It is so good to be together like brothers and sisters. Hine ma tov u'manahim. Hine ma tov u'manahim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manahim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manahim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manahim, shevet achim gam yachad. We declare our belief that God is one. We use words from the Jewish tradition, but this is a belief that we all subscribe to. We all believe that God is one. And it's not just philosophical, it's not just theoretical. There's a very, very important consequence of that belief. And we believe that God is one. And we know that we have been created in God's image. Then that means that we are all the same. We might look different. Some of us are tall, some of us are short. Some of us have a beard, some of us don't. Some are men, some are women. But we're all the same. We're all the same, created in the one image of the one God. And so, we declare that God is one. As I said, we do it in this particular service with words from the Jewish tradition. But the belief is a belief that unites us all. We say, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, O Israel, listen everybody. Here I am to proclaim that God, our God, is one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Now we approach God, the one God. In these times of uncertainty, in these times of restrictions in our life, of what we can do because of the pandemic, we ask God to be merciful with us, to take it away. The pandemic got worse in the last few weeks, but it's starting to get better. Little by little. These things don't happen from one day to the next. Even when the people of Israel were coming into the land of Israel from Egypt, God says in the Torah, I could take you right there in one day. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take you slowly so that you are not devoured by the animals and the dangers of the land. And so, maybe that's why this pandemic is taking a little longer. Maybe it has to go slowly. It is going slowly, but it will get better. Believe me, it will get better. And so, we turn to God, asking Him to make sure that this happens, that the pandemic will get better. We say, God, our Father, our King, maybe we don't have all the merits that we should have in order to appear before you and ask you. But here we are, and we know that no matter what our situation is, you will hear us, you will listen to us, and you will grant us what we ask for. We ask God for mercy. Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu V'Hanenu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu V'Hanenu, Ki Em Banu Ma'asim, Hasei Imanu, Tzedaka V'Chesed, Hasei Imanu, Tzedaka V'Chesed, V'Hoshienu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu V'Hanenu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu V'Hanenu, Ki Em Banu Ma'asim, Hasei Imanu, Tzedaka V'Chesed, Hasei Imanu, Tzedaka V'Chesed, V'Hoshienu. And we also ask God to be merciful with us, using words that come directly from the Torah, words that God Himself taught us, words that God told us, when you need to pray to me, these are the words that you should use. We call this the 13 attributes of mercy of God. They come from the Torah. Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum, V'Chanun, Erech Apayim, Berav Chesed V'Emen, Notzer Chesed Lahalafim, Noseh Avon V'Pesha, V'Chata V'Nakeh, Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum, V'Chanun, Erech Apayim, Berav Chesed V'Emen, Notzer Chesed Lahalafim, Noseh Avon V'Pesha, V'Chata V'Nakeh. We want good news, right? We want to be told that the improvement that we're starting to see in the pandemic will continue and will deepen and things will get better. Who brings good news? In the Jewish tradition, it's Elijah the prophet, Eliyahu Hanavi. Whenever we have a joyous occasion, we invite Elijah the prophet, Eliyahu Hanavi, to be with us. So let us invite him, like every week. Let us invite him, because if we see that Elijah the prophet has come, and says the tradition, we know that good news are coming. Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimera Beyamenu Yahavo Eleinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimera Beyamenu Yahavo Eleinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David. You know, I'm here in Miami now, and next week I'll be coming on campus already, but before, in the last few weeks, I was for about a month in Israel. And as we sing about Elijah the prophet, it brings me back there because, as I told you when I was there, our home is very close to the city of Haifa in the north of Israel, a big port. And in the city of Haifa is built on the slopes of Mount Carmel as the mountain comes tumbling down into the sea. And on one of the sides of the mountain towards the south of the city of Haifa, there's a cave. And it's called the Cave of Elijah. That's where Elijah would hide from the evil queen and the evil king that were looking for him, because the kings of Israel at that king of Israel and his queen wanted to change the worship from the true God to pagan gods, and Elijah the prophet stood against them. So he had to flee, and he would hide. He hid in this cave for years. So that cave is now sacred to all the peoples to all the religions represented in Israel. It's sacred for the Christians, it's sacred for the Muslims, and of course it's sacred for the Jews. So when we sing the song to Elijah, it brings me immediately to Haifa again. So when I think of Haifa and Israel, then we can also join together in singing the Tikva. The Tikva is the national anthem of Israel. The word, the Hatikva, means the hope. It's a very important word in these days. We hope that everything will get better. The hope that the song refers to, the national anthem, is a different kind of hope. It's the hope of the rebuilding of the land of Israel as the country of the Jewish people. But the concept of hope is very important. So as we sing the Tikva, we think of hope, whatever kind of hope we want to have. And we think also of our brothers and sisters in Israel. The Tikva. Kolot balevav penima nefesh Yehudi omiha ulfate mizrach kadima ayin letzion tzofia ot lo avatikvatenu התקווה בת שנות 2000 להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים. And the time has come for all of us to sing for peace. Let us pray to the Maker of peace on high, to God, that peace will come, that hope will be here, that things will get better, that the people who are living in Miami Jewish and all their loved ones be healthy, and that those who take care of us also be healthy. Let us ask God for peace, the peace that comes from hope. all together. If you want to sing, join us. Let us show everybody that our big circle of prayer is in full swing right now, and sing together. If you know the words, do so if you feel like it. If you don't know the words but know the melody, join us. And if you don't know either or prefer to stay silent, sing in your hearts with us. May God bring peace to all of us. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel, ve'imru imru amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel, ve'imeru, Amen. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom, everybody. We will meet again tonight at 6:30. Again, Channel 82. And also on Saturday at 9 in the morning. We'll see you then. Channel 82, 6:30 tonight. 9 tomorrow morning. Shabbat Shalom, and we'll see you later. Love you all.